morning, Las Vegas. So I woke up probably, I don't know, an hour ago. I got in late last night, so I worked all day yesterday for 10 hours at the hospital, and then I went home, cleaned up a little bit, took a shower, finished packing, and then zoomed to the airport. So my flight left at like 9:30, I think. I got into Vegas it was like 10:30, I guess, Vegas time, West Coast time, and went to pick up my rental car. I got a cute little white BMW convertible, which is really kind of funny because the last time that I was living in Vegas 15 years ago, I moved here, I had my little, it was a piece of shit, but I had my little Mitsubishi Eclipse convertible shipped out here because I loved that car so much. Like, I loved that car. But I had it shipped out here and I moved here, so I was driving my like little black convertible around Vegas listening to electronic music. So last night I was like driving a little white BMW convertible around listening to electronic music. But I really didn't eat much the whole day because I knew I wanted my very first stop when I got to Vegas to be In-N-Out because they're open late. So I got there, I think I ended up getting there at like midnight by the time I like got my rental car, got, you know, my luggage, all that kind of stuff. But I'm staying at the Cosmopolitan, and actually here, I'll give you guys a room tour because it's pretty great. This room is absolutely huge. I haven't been to Vegas, like I haven't stayed on the Strip, and I can't even tell you how long. Okay, lighting is on. Okay, so when you first walk in, this is probably if you have like a connected room, and don't mind my junk everywhere. I am like a chronic overpacker. It's just who I am, and I'm 36, and at this point I just don't think it's ever gonna change. So there's like a nice little seating area with the TV here. Not that I'm really gonna be using this, but it's like a good landing spot for all of my junk. Little desk over here, phone. I'm still in my like PJs from last night, kind of. Big length, full length mirror here, so that'll be nice for getting ready. The closet, which I don't really ever put anything in the closet, but it's kind of nice that they have a couple robes if I want to wear when I get ready. I'm gonna put my little smaller luggage on this in a minute. And then this is just like the safe, the ironing board. I don't really ever unpack anything, especially not for a trip this quick, because I'm just gonna run the risk of forgetting things. So I'm not one to unpack. There's a whole little bar situation over here, cute. I'm sure, I don't even want to know what the prices of this stuff are, and I think this is one of these that it's like weighted, so like if I pick this up, it will automatically charge me for it. Or at least that's how they've been at some places, which who knows. I may get hungry enough to have a snack later, but same thing with the mini bar, which I'm not gonna be drinking any of this anyway. Maybe the waters, we'll see. We'll see how desperate I get, how lazy I get. There, it is kind of nice that there's a little mini fridge for like if I want to go buy water, food, whatever, and put it in here. And this is just storage. Again, not gonna put anything in there because otherwise I will definitely forget it. The bathroom is really big. So there's 2 sinks here. This is just a water closet, just literally a little toilet. There's like a weird face on the wall. It kind of freaked me out last night because I got in, it was so late, I was so tired. And then the shower. And then there's like a little soaking tub. I love this tile, by the way. It's so cute. Little soaking tub back there that kind of overlooks, I don't know if I can make it focus. I'll show you around the other side. So I've never stayed at the Cosmopolitan. The first time I was ever in Vegas, I think they were building this whole kind of area. Just a big bed. College football kind of stuff going on, which I keep forgetting like the time change. So my body's still kind of like on Michigan time. Here's the little bath again and overlooking a little balcony. And then this is such a treat because I feel like this is totally not the norm in Vegas. I absolutely love the Bellagio fountains. Okay, sorry, I had to change my camera settings. This is like all blown out and white. So I absolutely love the mountains, which I obviously didn't get to see last time when I was coming in. This is the Bellagio, Caesar's Palace, but we're like looking, this is north. I love the Bellagio fountains, and when I heard that the Cosmopolitan had this room with this view of the Bellagio fountains, I said, say no more. Sold. The Sphere is so cool. I'm just really excited to kind of see all of the little things that come about on the Sphere, because like all of this stuff is new. Maybe not all of it, but a lot of this stuff is new compared to the last time I was here. I almost stayed actually at the Venetian or the Palazzo, one of these guys. But I feel like a lot of the stuff I like to do is like Central Strip. Like this area has a lot of my favorite food and shopping and stuff. And really my only requirements when I booked this hotel were that it had a good balance of shopping, dining, and then a good pool, which they both have a decent pool. The Wynn actually is probably the nicest place to stay on the Strip. Sphere is very, very, very cool, and I'm really hoping, I'm manifesting this for next year or even the year after. Whenever my girl wants to perform there, Taylor Swift, if you do a show at the Sphere, oh my god, like a little mini residency, that would be the coolest thing in the world. Paris, the little Eiffel Tower, which I'm gonna go see the real Eiffel Tower when I go to Paris next month, so I don't really care about that. Planet Hollywood's kind of like hiding over there in the corner, but again, the mountains. I love these blue mountains, are so beautiful. This is one of my favorite things about when I lived here. So just like driving and seeing the mountains. Over here, this is like off Strip, but that's the Rio. And you can see all of the pools down here. I don't know, I had a little bit of a difficult time trying to figure out where I wanted to stay, only because like it's been so long since I've been here. The last time I was here, we didn't even stay on the Strip, only because I was with my friend from work and her family has a house out here, and we were only going to be in town for one night, so we were like, we'll just stay at her house. And, like, we weren't doing anything on the Strip anyway, because I feel like when you're a local, a lot of times like you don't go to the Strip. Like, I can't tell you how many times I had people think when I lived here that I lived in like a casino. And I was like, no, because, you know, if all the locals lived in the casinos, like where would you come to stay? But yeah, no, it's awesome to be back. Like, I love Vegas. I don't care. I love Vegas. I didn't love living here. I think part of that was I was 21. I didn't really have any support, so it's not like I moved out here with somebody. I knew a couple people, not very well, but I did know a couple people, and so we kind of had our own little like Vegas orphan family. I'm really kind of excited too. I just noticed this. This, I believe, is one of the pools for the Cosmopolitan. Yeah, I am very excited to be back in Vegas. My body is angry. It's very dehydrated right now. So I think my game plan is to go get some breakfast and coffee and maybe like a green juice. So this is the funniest, I was just telling my friend this. My idea of Vegas is usually very different from other people's idea of Vegas because I don't gamble. I rarely drink alcohol, and by rarely drink, I mean like maybe a few glasses of wine per year at dinner. I just don't really like the way it makes me feel. I'm a chronic migrainer, and it's definitely a migraine trigger for me. And the hangovers have just gotten worse as I've gotten older, so at this point it's not even worth it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go find some coffee and some breakfast. Thank God I filled this last night at the airport before I left Detroit, but I haven't really drank it, so I'm gonna chug that. I'm gonna hydrate before I caffeinate, as Meg Squats always says. Okay, here is the fit check. My cover up, this is like a little dress from Amazon. My swimsuit underneath is Monday swimwear. My shoes are Steve Madden. And then I'm just gonna take a little Lululemon belt bag. And I did my hair and a little makeup, sunscreen for sure. And I'm taking some more sunscreen with me. All right, good morning again from Las Vegas. I'm gonna go out on the balcony for a second and see how warm it is. Oh, it's beautiful out. So last night, I did not make it to Dead Mouse. Mostly because I was exhausted. I was like out in the sun all day at the pool party at Live Beach for Damdala, and it was a lot of fun, and I tried my best to stay as hydrated as I could, but I was just exhausted. So I came home, I ordered room service, I was gonna take a nap and then get ready. I just like woke up from my nap and was like, nope, I'm gonna go back to bed. I am going to go to the pool today and probably just have like mostly a chill day. I think my friend is sick. I really hope she feels better soon. So I'll probably just have a chill day and maybe do a little bit of shopping. I don't know. We'll see what the day kind of brings. Like I said, this is like probably the most chill Vegas trip that most people would never want to do, but I was talking to one of my friends about it. Her family has a house here in Vegas, and we were just kind of like, you know, Vegas is like what you make it. If you want it to be crazy and wild and party and full of shenanigans, you totally can. But if you want a little bit more of a chill Vegas trip, like I think there's something here for pretty much every adult. I mean, there's even stuff for kids here too, which I can't fathom bringing children to the strip. But people do it. I think as far as adults go, like the food, the entertainment, there's nightlife, there's golf, there's sightseeing. If you're into like mountain climbing, like Vegas is in a valley surrounded by mountains, so there's plenty of like outdoorsy things you can go do. You can rent exotic cars, you can rent ATVs. I don't know, I just kind of almost feel like on vacation there's something here for everybody. And the food, there's no shortage of great food around here. The pool scene is great. Yeah. Alright, good morning. It's my last day in Vegas, kind of like a partial day. I fly out at like 3, so I have to go drop my rental car and stuff around 1. And I just found out that my cousin, well, technically she's my mom's cousin, she's my second cousin, but am closer in age to her than my mom is. She is here in Vegas too with her husband, so I'm gonna go over there and meet them for the day. Yesterday I did do a little bit of shopping. I need to eat this morning. This is gonna be my breakfast. I love Milk Bar, and let me set this down. I got a slice of the Milk Bar cake. I love it. I'm an idiot. I got one in Chicago and then I forgot to eat it, so it just went bad and I had to throw it away, and that was really sad. So then there's actually a Milk Bar in my hotel where like all the restaurants are. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna go get some more Milk Bar cake. So that's gonna be my breakfast this morning. And I'm gonna go get coffee. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Starbucks or the other place. Starbucks is a little bit faster. But I also bought a leather jacket that I have been eyeing for quite some time. Okay, so this leather jacket, I've been eyeing this for a really long time. And I've wanted like kind of a staple piece leather jacket, and I've had this in my wish list at Nordstrom for, I don't know, a year or whatever, like a long time. But here she is. This is the Balfern leather jacket from All Saints. But yeah, there she is in all her glory. I'm very excited. I've been wanting a leather jacket, and now I found this beauty. I really want to get their, I found like a silk dress online. It's like a midi dress. I was like, this would be so cute with like a black silk dress underneath it, and then like some Doc Martens. All right, the lighting in here sucks, but we are gonna finish packing.